Do you guys hear this noise? Do y'all hear it, or am I dragging it out? Because something always happens right before I'm supposed to film. Last time I was supposed to film, I was like, ooh, I'm ready. I got some YouTube video ideas. I had my little handy dandy notebook and all my little topics. And then right when I was about to record, I dropped my camera and my lens had broke. So then I ordered a camera. I ordered a new lens, and I had it sent to my mom's house. No one was answering the door at my mom's house, so they sent it back. So then I had to reorder it, and then I got my camera lens. And then the same day, they sent me another camera lens. So now I have two camera lenses. I hope I didn't have to pay for both. Who knows? And now that I'm trying to film, I'm in a rush. And now a snow blower, leaf blower, lawnmower, something's making noise. So bear with me. You guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know why there's so much noise going on, but let's just work with it. So if there's a bunch of noise, I'm so sorry. Try to turn me up. Like, I don't know, but I gotta talk. So, okay, this video is all about how to travel on a budget, okay? I have made a big vision board last year that one of my main goals for 2019 was to travel, and I didn't think I was gonna travel as much as I do. I love it, and really I don't spend that much money traveling, and I'm here to share you guys my tips because I'm gone literally like every other week traveling. So hang tight, I have some tips for you. Now, these tricks aren't going to get you to Cuba or Greece, but they'll get you kind of, you know, in the States. So let's just get right into the video. This video is all about how to travel on a budget so you can travel often. Start the video. That noise is really driving me crazy, you guys. Like, I promise I'm not dragging it out. Okay, so the first trick to traveling, you guys, for one, I'm not a road trip kind of girl. I'm not the kind of girl to just get in a car and drive, because to me, my time is money. So the time I spend driving, I could spend doing other things. I personally not a road trip girl, so this is not a road trip video. But I will say, for one, you have to get your flights together. So sometimes it's hard to plan, and like, okay, and the thing is, when I travel, I book my flights maybe 2 days before, sometimes the day of, sometimes the day before. So this is, and I'm telling you, it's not expensive, okay? So look at Skiplagged. If you have not heard of Skiplagged, check out Skiplagged. It's going to have a lot of hoes flying a lot of places, so there's that on that. But Skiplagged, so what Skiplagged is, it gives you cheap rates. So they're like last minute tickets, or tickets that just didn't sell, or I don't know how, whatever the term is, the terminology behind it. But basically, so let's say you're going from Kansas City to LA into Houston. So your ticket is going to say Kansas City to Houston, but your goal is to get to LA. So you're just going to LA, and you have to get off on this LA flight, but it's cheaper because you're not going all the way to Houston. Does that make sense? So those, they'll say that there's three, you know, there's 2 destinations or 2 stops, but you're really getting off as the middleman in your layover flight. So you can't take a full suitcase by any means. You can only take a carry-on. Sometimes you can only take a backpack, depending on what airport. Like with Delta, they'll let you take a carry-on and a backpack, but if it's like American, you can only take literally a backpack. So, but that saves you so much money. Like those flights, those tickets are usually, they start at like $80 sometimes, $87 sometimes. And then if you check on Tuesdays without on Skiplagged, but you go like Southwest and other places like that, Tuesdays they're usually a little bit cheaper too. And there's also some non-stop flights with Skiplagged. I don't like layovers, so I do a lot of those too. So that's how I usually get my tickets. With Skiplagged, I never take a big suitcase. Like I said, I just do my little backpack, throw a little, like, I have mastered traveling light. I wear the same pants sometimes, and who cares? Y'all not gonna know. You're welcome. Another trick to flying with more flexibility and cheaper flights is to book one-ways. I never book round trips because, for one, it's not very flexible as when you can return or come back, and 2, I find those to be a little bit pricier. So a lot of time, and that's how they get you. They think like, oh, you're bundling, saving, you're getting it out the way, you know what time you're coming back and all that. Great. No, I book one-ways there and one-ways back, and a lot of times I don't even book my one-way back until the day before I'm about to leave, or when I decide I'm bored and I'm ready to go. So I definitely do a lot of last minute booking, but I feel like one ways is way cheaper, and it allows you to really control when and where you're going and when you want to leave. Round trips, they're like, okay, we can get you on this flight at this time, but this is time you got to get back. You're not gonna tell me when I gotta come back. So I definitely just do one ways, and again, that is totally cheaper. So let's talk about places to stay. Now this could be a big one, and I don't believe in just staying in any type of little rat's nest. I just can't. I can't stay with the roaches and stuff. So there's some really good options, you guys, for hotels. A lot of times you can get if you know people who work for like Marriott, sometimes those can be pricey, but I find if you look through those earlier and even check back every day, my leg aches, even check back every day, the prices of hotels with like Marriott and stuff, they fluctuate. So the price is never completely the same, but getting with somebody's friends and family, okay, that's a good way. I personally don't completely care for staying in Airbnbs, just because sometimes I don't be feeling like the sheets and stuff is clean, but that's just a whole nother story for OCD and all my other little issues that I have. But try, if you're gonna travel with the group, that's even better, split the cost, and don't be bougie. You're just trying to go for the experience. So when I first started traveling, I would travel with a bunch of friends. Jalen, Lick My Fashion, what's up? We would all pile in one hotel room. Okay, that one hotel room would probably be like $65, $75 to $100 a night, and if it's 4 or 5 of us staying there, everybody's coughing up $20 for the night or $18 for the night. That's how we stayed. Don't be that bougie. Make sure it's a nice hotel, but totally split the cost with people. Airbnb is cheaper. I've even stayed at a hostel before, and it's okay. Those are options, but those New Orleans is big for hostels, and they're only like $18 a night. They give you a little private room with a little bunk bed, and you and your homie one take the top, one take the bottom. I had to do that a few times. I am not embarrassed to say, because it's created some of the best memories for my traveling experiences. But those are some options, and if you know a friend, stay with a friend. And drum roll, if you have a following, or if you're trying to build your following, you can email hotels. So what you do is you call them and you ask, like, can I talk to the sales and marketing director or whatever? That noise is so annoying. Sales and marketing director, they usually give you their email address, phone number. Email them and call them and say, hey, like, I have a particular following. I'm coming to Kansas City or LA to collaborate with a few influencers, blah, 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 blah. I've done this several times too. I would love to stay in your hotel for 2 nights in exchange for promotion, and you know, say like it'll be cross promotion, because my friends will also share me, which is they're gonna get the video scene or the picture scene on Instagram. So you can definitely work out some stays. Some hotels won't give you a free night, some will give you a major discount. So those are still ways to save money. So if you have a following, or if you're traveling with friends who have a following, or even if you're working on having a following, don't be afraid to reach out to the sales and marketing directors of these hotels, because you can stay for free, which I do a lot. Now those you have to kind of plan out in advance, because it kind of takes a while to get that all squared away. But that's definitely an option. Okay. Another way to travel on a budget is to travel very light. Okay, like I said, I don't take big suitcases anywhere. For one, I don't like having to haul my luggage around. Skiplag really don't let you take it, but even when I don't book with Skiplag, I don't travel with luggage, because I like to be on the move. I don't want to have to go wait for the carousel and my bag may not come, and then I'm trying to hip and hop and move airport to airport, and I got this big suitcase. So always try, and then on top of that, it's $50 for a suitcase, $25, $35. Nobody got time for that. Or the money for that. I mean, if you do, great, I do, but I don't want to spend that. Why, if you don't have to? So just master the art of traveling light. That will always save you money in the end, trust me. Okay, so a lot of times families will go through travel agencies and do this extravaganza and book a trip and have everything planned for the whole week and this day and this day, and plan your own. Google is your friend. Plan your own trip. You can find out things to do. You don't have to buy a big package. I know a lot of people who, when they're going out of town for like spring break, they'll gather their friends and they'll all pay like $1,200 for a big travel package. Don't do that, okay? Because the flights usually only cost a fraction of that. The hotel is usually only another small percentage of that. You're paying for all these extra accommodations because they can give you 10% off of a restaurant, all that. We're not doing all that. Book your own trip, find your own things to do. And a lot of times when I travel, I'm trying to network. So I'm reaching out to people who have followings, or, you know, we've interacted on social media, like, hey, I'm coming out there. Let's link. What can we do? Let's work together. That's the kind of trips I like to take. I don't just go for, you know, just to shop and all that stuff. So don't do that. Book your own trip, save your money, and don't buy the package. That's another, really, that's more so like if you're going overseas to me. Which brings me to my last tip. Don't shop. When I travel, I don't shop, because for one, there's so much more to life than the mall. And if I wanted to shop, I can do that online. I can do that in my hometown. I'm not paying money to travel, book a flight, drag a hotel, stay in these hotel, or book a hotel just to come to another city and shop. You seen one pair of Nikes, you seen them all. Like, I don't need to do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love clothes like the next person. What's my hair doing? But I'm not shopping. So save money that way. You don't, a lot of people, like, when I tell my family, like, come with me next time when I go to this city, they're like, you're just always up and go and I need to save. I'm like, for what? Well, spending money, the only thing you need to pay for is your flight, a couple dollars. Listen, when me and Jalen stayed in LA a few years back, when it was rough for me, we lived off of In-N-Out. We ate a cheeseburger a day. Okay, it was like $2.10 a day. Maybe a fry, we'll split a fry, and water. So it was like $2.10 a day. We did that. There was like one day we treated ourselves to a nice restaurant. Other than that, you guys, you don't have to, like, experience what the city has to offer, experience the life, experience the view, experience sightseeing, take pictures, and, you know, do those things are free. You know, laughing is free. All that stuff is free. So that was kind of corny. So don't spend so much money on shopping. I never have a shopping budget because I'm not about to do that. I mean, now I do, but before I did it. Anywho, if you're trying to travel and you're on a budget, don't shop. It's not that deep. Trust me, you're not missing out on a garment. You're not going to get some big exclusive garment that you can't just order one day when you have the budget. Like, it's not that deep. So these are just my tips, you guys. Like I said, I travel, so, like, I can't even count how many times I've been out of town this year now. Like, I can't count at all. So these tips have helped me. Hopefully they help you. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you have any other questions regarding traveling, oh, I'm cute up here. Okay, hey girl. If you have any questions regarding traveling, ooh, my mouth is dry, or anything else, make sure you let me know. I'll be happy to help you. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Happy traveling.